Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Big Time Talkers. I'm Brock Gorton.
I'm Tommy Haley.
And Tommy, we're going to throw a little bit of a curveball to everyone here. We're going to talk about a sport that is very near and dear to my heart, one that means a lot to me. It's brought me through a lot of tough times. Of course, our team and my team and yours, the Nashville Predators. Ladies and gentlemen, Tommy, hockey is finally back.
Oh, I thought you were talking about basketball.
No, I don't care about basketball.
You had me there for a second there. I mean, you are a Suns fan, still.
Yeah, I am a Suns fan, and I'm still a Suns fan. I was a Suns fan when Steve Nash was there, and the less we talk about basketball, the better. Tommy, the Nashville Predators won today of recording. It's their first win of the year. They won 2-1 today. They are 1-2 on the year, but Tommy, more importantly, hockey is back. And it is so good to have it back. We also, if you hear any noises, we have a special guest in the room, our friend Maisie. She is currently passed out on the couch next to us as we are recording this. Because why the heck not? Tommy, how excited are you for hockey being back?
It's interesting this year because it's not on NBCSN. It's on, ESPN and TNT?
Yes.
So, I don't know. I'm intrigued. I mean, if I'm bored, I'll probably watch it when it's on ESPN. What? What else do you want me to say?
I want you to
We're
say that...
We're recording this at 10:30 at night.
I want you to say that you are mad that the Predators lost to the expansion team in the first game of the year. That's what I want you to say.
It's the first game of the year.
Yeah. To the expansion team.
It's the first game of the year, right? Of course you're going to lose, the first game of the year. It's a 50-50 shot, right?
I don't know nothing about no hockey.
Thank you, Maisie.
Neither do I. Really.
Well, with the exception of how Vegas did last year, no expansion team has really been good their first year.
See, I want to talk about basketball, but no, we have to talk about hockey instead.
Yeah, because we have breaking news, Tommy, a story that we broke on We Are Not Entertained when it happened about 5 weeks ago, I guess now, when we did our first podcast. We said the controversy with Ric Flair and the incident that happened on the plane ride from hell. Well, Tommy, it has made its way into the NHL because the Carolina Hurricanes, who for the longest time after they score a goal will have the phrase from Ric Flair over the speakers, "That's a Carolina Hurricanes goal! Woo! 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 Woo!" It is gone.
Oh, they're not doing that anymore?
It has been eliminated due to the controversy from Flair's incident back in 2002.
That's a long time ago to, bring up an incident.
Well, I mean, it was, what was it, 5 weeks ago?
Yes.
Really
So, tell me, refresh the memory of anyone who does not know what we are talking about when it comes to the Ric Flair controversy, including our esteemed guest here, who will probably chime in during football when we talk about it later.
So, we're talking about...
Is it college football?
And NFL.
And NFL.
Oh, yeah.
So
Set up, you're part of the podcast
We're
now.
talking about an incident in wrestling called the plane ride from hell. It was a 20-hour flight from London all the way back to Connecticut. And they were stuck on the tarmac for a while.
14 hours.
They were stuck on the tarmac for 14 hours, and they had unlimited liquor. Let's put it that way. They went through, 3 liquor carts?
3 liquor carts.
We're not talking, the little small bottles you see. We're talking, whole bottles. Whole bottles.
Jesus.
It was a lot. So a lot of wrestlers were drunk. I'll leave it at that.
Flair. Get to the Flair part.
Flair basically pretty much sexually assaulted someone on the plane ride, a flight attendant. Yeah. I'm leaving it at that.
So that is why Ric Flair is being canceled and is being pulled. He got released from WWE. He's getting just...
Who are you talking about?
Flair.
Who are you talking about?
What do you mean, Flair?
Who is this Flair person you speak of?
Oh, are we giving him the Benoit treatment now?
Who is it? They pretty much are.
Not quite. I mean, his daughter is still on television.
To an extent. I'm not talking about...
It is closer to the Hulk Hogan a few years ago when he the comments came out about him saying the N-word.
Right. It's like
During a sex tape, which...
It's like who?
God damn, what a storm of events that happened there
It's
for
like,
one...
It's like who?
Terry Bollea.
Who?
Exactly.
Who?
Crispin who?
Who?
Crispin who?
Chris who?
Flair who?
Sorry, I only know it.
Rick who?
When you say the name like Ric Flair, it sounds like a porn star's name.
I mean, yeah, I guess. Tommy, 2 claps and Ric Flair. Woo!
Yay.
Okay, to you. But yes, that was the big news in hockey. That and just the whole Jack Eichel saga. I will...
Really, that's it? You mean to tell me you withheld this information from me up until now?
Because it bled into we are not entertained.
You could have just told me when we were going to eat.
No.
What do you mean no?
Not when we were going to eat. We had to pick up this lovely one over
or
here.
when we were going to pick her up.
Yeah, could have.
You could have just told me that. I'd be like, oh, okay.
I could have.
No,
oh, well.
Instead, you wait until 10:30 at night while we're recording this to tell me now.
Sure, why not?
It's so dumb.
Speaking of things that are so dumb, Iowa, what the fuck?
Yeah, Iowa had to lose to Purdue.
What the hell happened?
Well, I mean...
That's where we're starting off, because that's the one to start off with.
I mean, did you watch the Penn State game the week before that?
Yes.
Showed you kind of how shitty their offense is. That was pretty nice.
But it's Purdue, not
Right.
Penn State.
Right, but still.
They came back and won the game against Penn State.
How many years ago was it
What?
that they beat Ohio State?
Oh, it's a few years ago. That was 18, I think.
Sorry,
something like that.
apologies. My bad.
No, you're good.
Yeah, this is their second win as an unranked team. Or, when they're unranked, this is their second win against a top 2 opponent.
Purdue is just one of those teams, man.
No, they're not going to beat... I think they have to play Ohio State this year.
Yeah, they have no shot of, doing it. They might beat Ohio State. Cause
Well, they're unranked. Well, they were originally unranked. Now they are ranked. So.
they 25 now? Oh, you know what that means? Tell me we also have to do with our updated...
They're 25th.
Our updated
So right
college
now...
football playoff rankings.
So
at
right
the end of
now,
this.
here's...
Let's go through the rest of the games. First.
Let's just talk about Ole Miss and Tennessee.
That...
Actually, hold on. Let's first talk about Georgia just blowing the doors off of Kentucky.
Yeah, that pretty much cemented Georgia as the team to beat in all of it.
I'll say it once, I'll say it again. That defense is legit.
That team... No, not just the defense. That team...
Oh, yeah, that entire team is just legit.
They are probably the team to beat in probably all of baseball right now. Or football right now. I mean...
Yeah, can we also talk about Texas doing a Texas thing and choking away a game for a second straight week?
I'm not going to complain, you know why? Because Oklahoma State is still undefeated now.
Oh. Sorry.
You have a comment to make, Maisie?
No, I don't really care for college football.
Well, we'll soon get into NFL, and we can talk about the Chiefs, and you can chime in.
I'm not talking about the Chiefs.
Well, she can. How about that? We can
because I don't have very high intellectual.
That's fine.
Neither do I.
No, we literally will just bring you in to get it from the perspective of a Chiefs fan and not a Saints fan and a Colts fan.
Ugh.
So
You guys are despicable for living in fucking Missouri.
he's from New Orleans.
I grew up in New Orleans for like 3 years.
Okay, he has a very valid reason. What
Before-
the fuck is
Peyton Manning.
I moved out before the hurricane.
Peyton Manning is my reason.
I left when I was 4. I left like a year before the hurricane.
Oh, okay.
I was technically 3.
Peyton Manning? Are you just a bandwagoner? Are you kind of like how LeBron James fans are? Like how they follow him from team to team?
Except Peyton Manning is retired, and I never was a Broncos fan.
Oh.
So that's wrong there. Tommy, shut up. You jumped on the Saints bandwagon hard and then refused to get any criticism about anything that's valid about the Saints. So you should also be quiet over there.
But they always falter in the first round of the playoffs every year, and they have a shitty defense.
And that not everything should be a penalty.
Oh, I've come to realize that ever since 2018.
Yeah. That was a shove-off against Kyle Rudolph.
I mean, in the heat of the moment, it kind of was.
It wasn't a shove-off.
In the heat of the moment.
Anyways, back to boring college football.
Oklahoma State is still unranked. Tommy, my pick is looking really good right now to ruin all of the NCAA. All the perennial powers are quaking in their boots right now. You got Cincinnati ranked number 2 now. You got Georgia ranked number 1. You got Oklahoma State
Are you
breathing
surprised
down.
that Georgia's ranked number 1?
No, I'm not.
Why are you saying Georgia's ranked number 1?
Because they're not the same ones that have been in the college football playoff every single year.
Okay.
You know, not your Bamas, not your Clemsons, not your Ohio States, not your Oklahomas.
Alrighty. Can we talk about this Ole Miss Tennessee game? Because this was like everyone was talking about this weekend.
Incoming mustard bottle.
So, what is this? Can you refresh my mind what the deal is with Tennessee and Lane Kiffin?
He was a coach there. He was terrible. He went to Alabama, and he said Tennessee is horrible.
Oh, okay.
So, basically, horrible person, horrible circumstances.
So, in the state of Tennessee, he's basically public enemy number 1. Yes?
Him or Nick Saban.
So he's public enemy number 1.
Him or Nick Saban. Probably Nick Saban.
Okay. Whatever. So either way, apparently, like, what was it? The last, like, minute of the game?
So the prefaces to this. Tennessee got hosed on a call.
What call was it?
I'm not entirely sure, but just everyone has seemingly agreed. Tennessee got hosed on a call a bit. That led to Ole Miss putting the game away. Tennessee fans were mad and decided to pull a Cleveland Browns fans.
Oh, and throw
Trick.
shit on the field?
Yeah. But instead of beer bottles, it was mustard bottles?
Mustard bottles, water bottles, a golf ball, or something like that.
Bro, it's Tennessee. The one thing that you can expect from Rocky Top is you can't expect anything.
Like, I saw the video of them throwing shit on the field. I'm like, who the hell brings a bottle of mustard to a game?
Surprised, like, not any, like, Dolly Parton things were thrown out there.
Thank you, Maisie.
I mean,
Dolly World's in, Tennessee, right?
Yeah, but it's...
no, it's nowhere near Knoxville, though.
No.
I didn't know you were talking
It's like
about
in-
Knoxville.
Yeah, Knoxville's Tennessee. University of Tennessee's at Knoxville.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
No, you're good.
Dolly
You're
World's
good.
in what?
I think Branson.
I thought
Or
it
no,
was
that's a
in
Stampede.
Memphis.
That's
Pretty sure.
Graceland.
Oh.
That's Elvis. Yet another university, but it's fine.
Huh.
Anyway, Tommy, they got mad. And not only did they get mad, they got pissed. No one was safe. Cheerleaders had to be evacuated from the...
Sidelines.
Yeah. I mean, everyone had to be moved.
Oh,
they
no,
stopped
yeah,
the game
no.
for an hour and a half.
Dollywood technically is just outside of Knoxville.
Oh, so I'm right.
I guess. Yeah, there you go, Macy.
Hell yeah.
It's called, the place it's in is in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee.
Okay. That's more Jackson than
That's
it is.
outside of That's just outside of Knoxville.
It's considered more of a Johnson City.
Brock, I have
I know.
I have the map pulled up.
Oh, I'm
It's
right
right
there.
there.
I know where it is.
Either way,
But that's like saying that Morristown is Knoxville. Again,
it's not.
yeah. That's not Knoxville.
No, it's not.
But sorry, for those of you who don't get it, I'm making references to Tennessee. I kind of know Tennessee geography for one reason. Might be moving there. Leave all of you.
Either way.
Raise some horses on some land.
Enough of personal life. Let's get down to some more football crap.
Wow, Macy.
She's right.
All right,
She's
anyway.
It's like fucking...
Ole Miss
27.
won the game. Close game. Not gonna lie, it was close. Final score, Tommy. Final score, Tommy. Don't.
It was 31-26. They won by 5.
Yeah, that's a close game. That's a one-score game. Isn't it, Macy?
What?
Isn't 31-25 a one-score game?
31-26.
31-26, isn't that a one-score game? It's close.
31-26.
Yeah.
It's like 7 points. with
It's
a field
actually
goal and a
5
kick.
points, actually.
No, she's saying with a touchdown and a kick, it's 7. Yes. You are correct.
Yeah, it's kind of close. I don't know. It's not as close as like what I was thinking of when the Patriots played this last Sunday.
We will get to that game. Thank you for bringing it up. You can easily chime in on that one. But Tommy, what other major news did we have from college football this past week?
Let's see. Which coaching resignation do you want to talk about first?
How about we start with the one that's near and dear to your heart? Go Tigers.
Yes, Coach Ed Orgeron resigning basically after the season's over.
Is there, and you mentioned this earlier, isn't it a coincidence that there's a coaching vacancy available in the NFL and he announces his resignation?
See, here's the thing. Saying that, I'm like his style of coaching and what he does, I don't think it would really translate well to the professional level. I really don't.
I think it would do better than, say, Urban Meyers. So,
well, the difference.
Therefore, you already have more than one win through 5 weeks.
But technically, Nick Saban. Well,
he did pretty well.
Right, but he never got the quarterback he wanted.
No, and that's the thing with going to Vegas, you'd get a quarterback who's pretty good in Derek Carr.
Yeah, Derek Carr's pretty good. I don't know. I just don't think it. Looking at it now, I don't think the way he coaches would do well on the pro level.
Okay, so let me pose this question to you. If Sean Payton was to resign, retire, whatever, no longer is the coach of the Saints, do you think Ed would take that job in New Orleans? It's just a little bit farther away from Baton Rouge.
It's like a 2-hour. It's like a 2-hour drive east.
Yeah, 2 hours east. He's still in Louisiana. Would he take that job?
No.
No?
I respectfully would have to say no.
Okay, why would you say he wouldn't do it? What is it? No, you wouldn't want him, or no, you don't think he would do it?
I don't. He probably would. It's just I don't know, man.
I think you could get Bounty Gate 2.0 out of that. Only he's not paying his players in money. It'd be like, I don't know, gumbo or something. I don't know.
A
Beer.
A crawfish boil.
Beer.
Okay, maybe not beer, but okay.
Hookers, blow. Oh, wait, no, that's Vegas. Oh, my God, he's going to go to Vegas.
You might actually go to Vegas. The other notable coaching...
So this one came out of nowhere, and you're going to have to explain it.
Coaching firing or resignation?
I think he got fired.
Are you talking about the what are they called?
Nick
the Raiders?
Nick Rolovich?
Oh, never mind.
We're talking about
we talked
Nick
about John
Rolovich.
Gruden last week.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So Nick Rolovich is the one who replaced Mike Leach
At
Wazoo, Washington State University.
I was about to say the name for those that don't know that nickname.
So it is a state mandate that state employees get vaccinated in the state of Washington.
Oh, it's this one.
Notice how I said the state of state
Employees.
Washington State is technically a state college.
Well, yeah. So, in that case, all schools in that state, because that is a state job, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Well,
Teacher is a state
if
job.
you are. So, in that case, yes, if you are a public university, you are a state employee.
Yeah, if you're anything
if
public,
you're like Notre Dame, no, you're not a public university, you're a private.
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure the University of Washington's a private school.
No, I'm pretty sure they're public.
Okay.
I think if you're the state, you're public.
Yeah.
Pretty sure.
The University of Washington, UW.
Yeah, I know. If you're the university of the name of the state, I'm pretty sure you're a public university. That's why you don't, that's why it's Wichita State, not University of Kansas South or whatever.
Or University of Wichita.
No, I think they probably could be the University of Wichita, honestly.
Oh.
But Washburn is I think, private.
I'm pretty sure Washburn is private.
Again, we're going way too
Absolutely.
local for people.
Washburn is definitely private.
Well, I know that Jewel is.
Well, isn't Washburn like a little ways away from K-State?
It's in Topeka.
It's in Topeka. Technically, yeah, it's relatively...
Yeah, because I know
it's in between Topeka and here. Or Manhattan and here.
Well, I just know, like, people, because I knew a friend in high school, her boyfriend was going to K-State, and she wanted to be closer to him, so she got into Washburn for actually a very good nursing program. So.
Washburn's a good school for that.
Either way, we're getting off topic.
Yes.
So basically what happened with Nick Rolovich is that he just... I'm just going to say it frankly. He just didn't want to get vaccinated.
Yeah, which... I mean, you know... Whatever.
Like, he refused a state mandate that required him to get vaccinated, which it's like...
Him and 4 of his assistants got fired.
Yeah, him and 4 other assistants that did not comply with this got fired. I don't know.
I will be intrigued to see how Washington State does this week against BYU. We were going to pick that game. We're not going to pick it anymore because there's no stakes in it anymore.
Yeah, no, there's no point in doing it.
But instead, yeah, we've had 2 coaches that are now gone. And I jokingly said to you, watch him become the head coach of LSU because I don't know if Louisiana has that mandate.
No, I don't think they do.
I can't foresee Louisiana doing that.
I'm pretty sure they don't.
Just knowing Louisiana
I'm pretty
and
sure
how it
they
is.
don't. I'm pretty sure they do not have a vaccine mandate. I could be wrong.
It would surprise me.
Yeah, it would very much surprise me that if that actually happened.
But
Other than that, it was just like, really?
yeah. Were there any other really big... Florida lost to LSU. There were 6 upsets yesterday. So there were 4 in the top something. I put the tweet out. There's 4 in the top something, and then there were 6 overall. It was 4 against unranked, and then 6 overall where it was just like another ranked team beat them. But, I mean, it was just a crazy week. So many upsets.
So we actually have a pretty decent week this week.
So we mentioned Florida getting upset. We mentioned Iowa getting upset. Who else? Let's see. Texas is no longer ranked. Who else got upset?
Mm-hmm.
Arkansas?
I think so.
Yeah. Pretty sure Arkansas. Well, maybe. I don't know. I don't remember. He walked him. Let's see. There were other ones. I can't remember them off the top of my head. But Tommy, any final thoughts on this week in college football? Do you want to go ahead and give our updated, or give what the current playoff or the AP poll rankings are?
Mm.
You want to go ahead and do that?
We can just flash it on the screen right now.
Well, we also have to give our updated top 6 that we think are going to be at the end of the year.
We can wait until next week to do that, because there's some deliberation and thinking I have to do with this one.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and give mine, since Iowa dropped. So, bye, Iowa.
Really?
Well, they lost, so they're not going to be in my top 6.
They still have 1 loss on the season, by the way.
Again, now it's pretty much solidified another team that I've been saying's been in there from the Big
I swear
10.
to God, if you say Michigan State, I'm going to lose it.
They're not going to be in the top. I'll get to it. Number 1, still Georgia. That's pretty obvious. Number 2 is now Cincinnati. I think we can agree on that one, can't we, Tommy?
Uh-huh.
Number 3, they've moved up.
You better not say Oklahoma State. So help me fucking God.
Well, Tommy, I'm going to say it. Oklahoma State, because I still think they're going to beat Oklahoma at the end of the year in Bedlam, and they'll do it twice. Oklahoma State is now my number 3 team. My number 4, Tommy, you're going to hate me. Everyone else is going to hate me. I don't care anymore. It's Michigan State.
I thought you were going to say Michigan for a second.
No, Michigan State. They have the favorable schedule still. They have to play I think Iowa in the national or in the Big Ten championship, which they will win because Iowa has been exposed. And then from there, they'll just have an easy shot. My number 5 is Wake Forest. And that is because Wake Forest is the clear top dog in the ACC. They still have to play NC State this year. They still have to play Pitt. But that is it. They have their road figure it out. They'll cruise past Clemson. They're currently ranked number 16 in the nation. They'll win the ACC championship game.
Wait,
and
where do you have them?
Number 5. They will be one of the few
You
undefeated
need to tell
left.
me you're going to have them jump 11 spots to the 5 slot?
They were my number 6 last week, and this was at my end of the year predictions. Remember, not currently, end of the year.
Brock, I see them sneaking in the top 10, but not all the way to 5.
They are currently undefeated. They will have won a major conference title. They will have knocked off Clemson. They will have knocked off NC State. They will have knocked off Pitt. They will also have wins over Virginia Tech and Virginia.
What's that strength of record? Where does their strength of record rank, though?
It would be pretty good. I mean, they will be undefeated. They will have knocked off quite a few teams on their way there. Again, I see Oregon getting tripped up along the way. Probably to Utah this week, honestly. Ohio State's going to have multiple losses because I think they're going to lose to Penn State. Bama's going to lose in the SEC championship to Georgia. That then has Michigan will lose to Michigan State, so I guess maybe they could be my 6. Oklahoma's going to lose to Oklahoma State twice. That leaves pretty much no one left. And there you have a shining beacon right out of nowhere from the ACC, which has been down and nobody's really been talking about because Clemson
exactly.
lost.
Right, because their representative for the playoff lost. So they're done.
They are not done yet. That's all I'm saying. Wake Forest is that team. Wake Forest is the team that still has hope for the ACC. My number 6?
No, we're only on 6 right now?
They only do top 6. That's all that really matters.
Oh, okay.
Tommy, my number 6? You're going to hate me. But they're a team that is a current dark horse right now. And I think they're only going to have one loss. And it'll be a decent one loss. I think it's going to be Kentucky. I don't see them losing any more of the games. I mean, if you gave me the current rankings, I could give you a better one.
I can give you the current rankings.
Give them to me right now.
Georgia is your number 1.
Yeah.
Cincinnati's your number 2. Oklahoma is number 3.
Okay.
I'll put it right there.
So right there, Oklahoma loses to Oklahoma State. So they're gone. They'll have 2 losses. They'll be out.
No.
They will be out of contention.
No. They're beating Oklahoma State at the end.
They
of the season.
aren't beating
Yes,
Oklahoma
they are.
State. Mainly because they didn't get down as bad as they were against Texas as Oklahoma did. And Oklahoma State controlled the game from then on.
This is how it's going to go. They're not going to put Oklahoma State there. They'll put them in the top 10. They won't put them in the top 6, though.
Tommy, they will be ranked. They will have 2 wins over Oklahoma and the Big 12 champions.
Here's my 4. You know what? Here's my 4. Georgia's number 1, obviously. That
Yeah,
team's
that's
just
obvious.
legit this year.
Same thing with... Dude, our number 1 and 2s are the same.
Cincinnati's also my number 2.
Yes.
I mean, you can't take away that win against Notre Dame. It's
No.
Notre Dame, of course.
No.
My number 3?
Who? Who's it going to be? Is it going to be someone for the Big Ten? Are you going to say Michigan? Are you going to say a team that has 1 loss and deserves it over someone from the ACC or Wake Forest or an Oklahoma State who will win one of the 2 against Oklahoma? Oklahoma's not going to win both of those games if they win a game at all against Oklahoma State.
I'm going to say Ohio State.
They're not getting in because they still have to play Michigan State. They still have to play Penn State. They still have to play Michigan. Then they have to play the Big Ten championship game. They're not winning all 4 of those.
Do you honestly think?
And by the way, 2 of those are on the 2 of those are on the road.
Hey, you want to let me finish before you start opening your mouth? And
Sure.
Start blabbing like this. Do you really think they're going to lose to Michigan? Are you
I think
Are you smoking crack right now? Are you? He's probably smoking something right now. Did you give something? Did you give him something?
No, all I smoke is pot.
Exactly. That's what I said. Are you
They
giving us
still
something?
have to go to Michigan State. They still have to play Penn State. They still have to play Michigan. They still have to go to the Big Ten championship and beat either Iowa or Wisconsin.
Wow, you sound like a broken record right now.
It's just a fact. Ohio State is not Ohio State this year. They are a cheap imitation. They are that in-between they had before Urban Meyer righted the ship to them. Because now they're starting to stray off course because they don't know what the hell they're doing.
First of all, whatever I smoke would not be doing that to anyone.
I mean, he sounds like a broken record right now. That's what he
Yeah.
sounds
I've been
like.
saying this the whole time since Oregon beat them.
But what I do is relax people, not hype up their energy.
And with Arizona State losing, the Pac-12 ain't going to get anyone in if Oregon loses.
Actually, I don't know. Penn State could make their case for number 4.
They could, but here's the thing. To do that, they have to run the gambit, and they still have to play Michigan. They still have to play Ohio State. They still have to play Michigan State. It is a horrible stretch that all 4 of those teams still have to play.
All 4 of those teams have to play each other at least
That's what
once.
I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
So one of those 4 teams is coming out of it.
Do you want me to just say Big Ten representative then?
I'm saying Big Ten representative.
Fine. Fuck it. Michigan State's out. Big Ten representative. Are you happy now?
Yes.
It's going to be Michigan State, though.
My number 5, though?
Wake Forest!
My number 4, actually? Hold on, my number 4? Oh, wait,
No.
Big Ten representative.
Yeah.
My number 5? Alabama.
If
It's
they
Alabama.
lose to Georgia in the championship, they will have 2 losses. You think they're going to keep them at 5?
No, they'll keep them somewhere at like 9.
Exactly. So this is the end of the year. They're not going to be there.
Yeah, but
Next team.
Yeah,
Who do you
but-
have instead at number 5?
at number 5?
Yes, because it's not going to be
now,
Bama.
Alabama.
This isn't right now. These
Right
are
now,
projected at
Alabama.
the end of the year.
Projected Oregon at number 5.
You think Oregon's going to survive?
Probably.
They're at Utah this week. They're not going to win at Utah. Utah is full of pent-up frustration right now
let's hope their
because
wide
they're having a
receiver
down year.
Let's just hope their wide receiver actually puts the ball in the end zone before they throw it away at the 1-yard line.
Okay, that's a cheap shot. Thanks. Anyway, they're not going in. They still have to then go to the Pac-12 championship game, which the South is now wide open now that Arizona State lost to Utah. Which, by the way, go figure, you're not going to win at Utah. You're not winning at Rice-Eccles. That's what Oregon has to do this week.
I mean, it depends if your wide receiver decides to throw the ball at the 1-yard line and
Hey.
not going for a touchdown.
Remember what you said to me earlier about a broken record? You're starting to do the same thing here. So, if you want to be an adult and have this adult conversation, come on.
NFL.
Who's your 6?
Oh.
It's definitely not Wake Forest, I can tell you that. Because they still have to play Clemson.
They'll beat Clemson.
At Clemson,
They'll beat Clemson. They'll beat Clemson.
No, they won't.
Yes, they will.
No, they won't.
NC State beat Clemson.
They were on the road for that game.
Doesn't matter. NC State beat Clemson.
I'm not putting Wake Forest in my top 6. That record is ass. That record is garbage.
Wake Forest, they're undefeated.
Yes.
They're undefeated.
What
They
is
have no losses.
Tell me what is their average margin of victory in those 6 games?
Off the top of my head, I
Give me
couldn't.
those average margin of victory.
I couldn't tell you off the top of my head. They still have to play Pitt. They still have to play North
42
Carolina
to 10
State.
was their first game. 42 to 16. 35 to 14. 37 to 17. They only have one close, actually 2. 37-34 and 40-37.
Sounds like they score a lot of points and their defense is pretty good. That's the key to win.
Not these last 2 games.
Who'd they play?
These last 2 games?
Was Virginia Tech one of them? Was Virginia one of them?
Syracuse and Louisville were the last 2 games. They
2
already beat Virginia.
Yeah.
37-17.
Yes. That's why I said they're going to mop the floor with Clemson. Syracuse gave Clemson fits already this year. You think that it's going to be a walk in the park for Clemson playing at home against Wake Forest? You're crazy. Wake Forest is going to beat them.
Yeah,
Will it be a close game? Yeah, probably.
By the end of the year, they're not going to be in the top 6.
Yes, they will, because they will have won the
No, they
ACC
won't.
championship game.
No, they won't.
They will have won the ACC championship game.
Yeah, that doesn't mean they're going to be in the 4.
That'll be a Power 5 conference victory. They will be undefeated on the year, including wins over NC State, Clemson, Boston College, and Pitt.
Shit. Sorry, I just remembered something.
They will have all that working in their favor. That alone will
let's
get them
see.
at 5.
Let's see. Clemson's unranked right now.
It's still Clemson.
But still, that's still
and
not...
it's on the road at Clemson. Pitt, NC State, Virginia Tech, Boston College.
If they lose to Army this week, they're done.
Well, yes, obviously, but they're not going to lose to Army. Army's going to lose to Air Force horribly.
Okay.
That game's in Arlington. By the way, tickets are going for $20 if you want to go to that one. I'm totally down. What is wrong with you? You don't want to go to that? Fair enough. You do have to work. Anyway, those are our top 6s.
Smoking crack if I'm putting Wake Forest in my top 6.
You still haven't given your number 6 yet.
Ole Miss.
Okay, I can live with that one. That's fine. They'll probably have one loss at the end of the year.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's fine. I can live with
Their
that.
only loss of the year is to Alabama.
Yeah, that's fine. I can live with that one. It works. But
You gotta be smoking crack to put fucking Wake Forest in your top 6.
they will be undefeated if they win that game. Are you looking up their schedule right now? Of course. No.
I'm looking at their strength of record.
That's fine. Look it up. They will still be undefeated and a Power 5 champion. That gets you at least 6. Trust me, I know.
Or their strength of schedule, sorry.
That's fine. Look it up. They're good. They're actually pretty good this year. You got to beat a number 16 right now. And undefeated.
Brock, their strength of schedule is ranked 56th right now.
Okay, that's who they've played. Not who they are going to play. They still have NC State. They still have Pitt. They still have Boston College. They still have Clemson.
This is like UCF a couple years ago saying, yeah, we're undefeated, when their strength of record was like basically dead last.
There's a
Almost dead
difference
last.
between UCF and Wake Forest, though.
I get that there's a difference there, but I'm just saying, who you play matters, and who Wake Forest playing doesn't really matter to the committee.
You're right, because they're going to win the Power 5.
Look, I'm looking this out. I'm saying this right now from the playoff committee standpoint. And the playoff committee is going to see that strength of record and be like, they haven't played anyone, so we're not going to put them in the top 6.
And here's what I'm saying from also the playoff committee. Their Power 5 conference team, they went undefeated in their conference. They have knocked off 2 top 25 teams during that stretch. Possibly more, because I could totally see someone else getting ranked, a.k.a. a Boston College, during that road trip there. Upon doing that, they will then see that they have beaten Clemson on the road, and they have won at Syracuse on the road, along with wins over the NC States and the Pitts and the Boston Colleges and the Virginia Techs. They will then be ACC champion. They will have a conference championship banner to hold over a 2-loss Alabama. Sorry, I don't see Alabama being a top
if you
6.
have those two teams play together, Wake Forest is going to get curb stomped. I'm just throwing it out there.
We thought the same thing when Alabama played A&M.
I mean, did you see how they played against Miami? Then again, I get that was the very first game of the year, but still.
Yeah. Wake Forest still has to play Miami. So.
Alabama exposing ACC teams throughout the year is sometimes somewhat of a tradition, especially to start the season.
I think, they also have to play UNC still, so chalk that one up in there as well for Wake Forest. For a hard opponent, they still have to play. They're getting out of there, and they're going to be in the top 6.
They're losing one of those games, by the way.
They're not going to lose one of those games.
Yes, they are.
The Demon Deacons are on a tear right now.
Brock, they're going to lose one of those 4 games.
No, they won't.
Yes, they will.
No, they won't. They still have 6 left.
Yeah, they will.
They have 6 games left. They're at Army.
Let me rephrase that. They're going to lose one of those 6 games.
7 because they're going to win their division. 8 because then they're going to... Or 7 because they're going to win their division.
There's
and they're
one
gonna win
loss
there.
I can see them happening. Is at Clemson.
No, they're not losing to Clemson.
Yes, it is.
They're not losing to Clemson.
What?
Who else do they play this year? Who else do they play? Who's left on their schedule?
Clemson?
Army? No. Wake Forest.
Army, Duke, UNC, NC State, Clemson, and Boston College.
That is winnable. Super winnable. And then they play Pitt in that championship. They beat Pitt.
Knowing Wake Forest, they'll probably lose one of those games.
Knowing Wake Forest? Tell me, how well do you know Wake Forest? Have you watched their games this year?
No, because
I have.
No, because last year
They're good. Wake Forest is good.
Yeah, but it's still, like, not inevitable that they will fucking lose one of those 6 games. It's just a percentage, though.
It's inevitable, there's a percentage chance that Georgia loses the game. There's a chance they could lose to Mizzou. There's a chance that they could lose to anyone in the SEC. They won't.
Okay, you're dipping your hand in the Kool-Aid a little too much there, my friend.
There's a chance Ohio State could lose all their games that are remaining, but they won't, because they're Ohio State, and they still have to play Nebraska.
One of the 4 teams in the East at least have to play each other at least once.
Yeah.
So one of those teams from the East is going to...
That's what I'm saying.
At least one of those.
In my opinion, the one that is my slightly favorite, one that's slightly more favorite in the Big Ten is Michigan State. But, again, I have Big Ten champion as my number 3, 4, 3, 4,
My number
whatever.
4.
My 3 or 4, and you're 4th, so it's fine. Oklahoma State's my 4, so because they'll have a win over Oklahoma, and therefore they will.
All right, Macy wants to do NFL.
All right, Macy, get on in here. Talk about some NFL. So we have a live, genuine, unabashed, actual Chiefs fan right here. Macy, what the hell is wrong with Mahomes?
I just feel like he's having an off season, honestly.
You gotta,
I have to talk really close.
Yeah, to the phone so they can hear you.
Okay.
Say hello to the
Honestly.
people. Introduce yourself.
Hello. Y'all shouldn't give a rat's ass who I am, but I just honestly feel like Mahomes is
Introduce yourself.
My name's Maisie, for y'all who want to fucking know, okay?
And you've been a Chiefs fan for how long?
Ever since I was a kid, my grandmother was a Chiefs fan, but I grew up watching 3 separate football teams and cheering each of them on.
And those teams are?
Y'all are gonna hate me. Obviously, everyone's gonna hate me for the Chiefs, but
That's not an unpopular one, trust me.
yeah. Unless
Especially
you're one of
this-
those people on the bandwagons for liking the Chiefs ever since we got Mahomes. But I've
This is why I've become a Colts fan. She's explaining my point.
I mean, I've been a fan since a kid, though, so...
I still have my Trent Green autograph football.
you should sell that.
I'm not going to, because I got it for giving his son a concussion.
Anyways, my
Weird
dad, since my grandfather's side is from Pennsylvania, we go for Philly. Philly
Okay.
Eagles.
I thought
That's.
you say Steelers.
I was
for a
about to.
second.
We were about to get
and,
out.
well, also because of that, too, my grandfather is a Steelers fan.
Good old Yinzer.
But, honestly, though, I feel like our O-line fucks up a lot of the fucking plays for the Chiefs.
And you find that surprising?
Well, I mean, back when we had fucking Eric Fisher, we were getting...
Thank you. By the way, he's now on the Colts.
Yeah. Yeah, we were getting flags and fucking penalties and shit, but at least fucking Mahomes was defended. Now with all these rookies, I think the max people that we have that are from the original O-line is 2. Oh, no, it's all rookies.
No one.
I thought Laurent's still on the team.
He's not active.
Oh, is he on the COVID list, or is he injured?
He's hurt. He's hurt.
He's on the injured
So you have 2 rookies and 3 guys that you have either signed or traded for.
Either way, they are
or
not...
have them come out of retirement.
They are not...
Okay, yeah, forgot about Kyle Long.
They are not communicating well at all. On any of the O-line defensively at all.
So,
The one
you
problem-
want to know the worst
God,
part?
the one problem they tried to fix in the offseason, and it's still looking like a giant problem.
You want to know the funny part? You mentioned the rookies. They're actually the best linemen on the team so far for the Chiefs.
That actually is a crazy fact.
That's a crazy
Anyways.
stat. All the ones they paid money for have not been good.
Anyways, looking at week 6, it's kind of funny how the Chargers got blown out of the water by the Ravens.
Hold
right?
up, why is she taking our job? What is happening? No, we just brought you in to talk about the Chiefs. Talk about the Chiefs game. Talk about the Chiefs game.
Talk about the Chiefs game.
Talk about the Chiefs.
everything
Yeah,
else.
we talk about the rest of it. We'll
I'm
jeez.
gonna sound like Soldier. You just copied my whole fucking flow.
Oh, that sucks. Anyways, I know of week 7, it's gonna be a hell of a game for the Chiefs against the Titans. Cause the
You
Titans...
haven't talked about the game that just happened this past week.
Well,
the
what
one-
is there to talk about? We had shitty ass fucking plays.
How they came back and won?
Yeah, we came back and won, but
Against their-
Scoring 21
against
unanswered?
Washington.
It was against,
Yeah, but it was against Washington.
it's against Washington. Though.
Yes, but the greatest quarterback to ever live, Taylor Heineke.
Heineke can kiss my hiney ass. I'm sorry, but no.
We need to bring her on the podcast more. I like this.
Yeah, I'll talk about NFL all fucking day long. That's
All right,
all I
hey,
watch.
Tommy, from now on, she's joining us Tuesdays.
Okay.
Oh.
You're fine with that, aren't you?
Doesn't
Anyways,
sound like she was fine with it.
Are you fine with it?
I don't care, but I don't want to interrupt
No,
y'all's
you'll be
bonding
good.
time or whatever.
No,
You're
you
fucking-
work when we hang out. Plus, we hang out on Tuesday or on Sundays to record
Anyways,
the other podcasts.
yeah, 31-13. Is that kind of a big
They
lead?
beat Washington.
Yeah,
Doesn't
but
matter.
it is
Play a
just
real
Washington.
Now let's talk about my team this week,
Oh my
Tommy.
god, your team played
let
the
y'all-
Texans.
I'll let y'all
the
talk.
fucking Texans.
I'll let y'all talk because the Saints had a bye week this past week.
The Colts.
Won against the Texans.
We had one win so far this year. Let me have this.
Boo-hoo-hoo. The Chiefs have had, like, what, fucking 2 now?
Three.
They have 3 now? Oh,
Here.
wow.
Look up the
I'm
Colts
sorry.
schedule that they've had. It's the toughest schedule that any
But
team
they
has
played
played
against
so
the Texans,
far.
though. The Texans aren't that hard.
Brock,
Ever since they lost J.J. Watt.
Brock, I have to agree with her. You guys played against the Texans.
Tommy?
Hold on.
Tommy. This is what I'm doing. Give me this moment because the Colts needed this. After what happened last Monday night against the Ravens, we needed this confidence booster. He has brought out his lightsaber. We needed this confidence booster.
Are we gonna have a problem here? You guys beat the fucking Texans.
I'm sorry, what was that?
You guys beat the Texans. Who gives a fuck?
Again, with how banged up we are and everything,
You guys beat the Texans, a team that's probably going to have a top 5 draft pick, I think. Depends on if they didn't trade it away.
they did.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, they don't have one. Same thing with the Dolphins, who the Colts also beat this year.
Who also lost to Jacksonville on a last-second field goal.
Anyway, my point. Tommy, the Colts have had a hard schedule this year. You want to go over their losses?
You know who
Seahawks.
hasn't had a hard schedule?
Seahawks.
Tampa?
Yeah.
Seahawks. Rams.
Well, I mean, the Cowboys could be undefeated
Titans. And the Ravens.
I don't know.
Okay, we'll get to that. But
I
those are the
just
4
don't
that they've
like
played.
Prescott.
And that those are the Colts' 4 losses. Seahawks, Rams, Titans, Ravens. Those are their 4. Those are the 4 losses. That's who they've played.
I mean, to be fair, a good portion of the team was injured in that game against Baltimore.
Yeah, our kicker had a hip injury! Our kicker! Our fucking kicker!
I'm just glad Butker hasn't gotten fucking hurt. That man has saved some ass on the field.
Just, you know...
Now, will you calm down? You guys
Yeah.
won you guys won against the Texans. Yay.
Yeah, I'm happy.
There's a small little confetti.
Happy. That's fine, because we go to San Francisco for Sunday Night Football this week. You know what?
I don't know. I'm not saying anything.
The line's 3. I hope that the Colts win.
I'm letting you guys talk because the Saints basically had a bye week this week. Thank
Tell me
God.
something you are going to be passionate about.
What?
How about them Cowboys?
I feel like that game was fucking a ripoff, honestly.
A ripoff. I actually hella enjoyed it.
It was
I
a
don't
really
care.
good
I do
game.
not care for Prescott. I fucking hate him. I don't care for Prescott at all.
You're about to die.
I don't give a fuck.
Excuse me?
Prescott could lick my fucking dick, bro.
Okay, we are a pro Dak Prescott.
Oh, well, I don't give a shit. Like,
Podcast here. We like him. We just hate the Cowboys.
the Cowboys eat ass anyways.
They're 5-1.
I get that, and it pisses me off. But,
Tommy, put the lightsaber away.
But you know who I think like should definitely go against the Cowboys? Clearly to see if the Cowboys are fucking good or not is Arizona.
This is why she needs to be on the podcast more, because that is a really good take. Arizona, Tommy, it showed when they beat LA. It showed it even more this week when they beat the Browns.
It kind of, like, LA kind of got their fucking ass whipped by the Ravens anyways, too.
Wrong LA. We're talking about the Rams.
Oh, the Rams?
Yeah, we were talking about the Rams
My
with that
bad.
LA.
Yeah, different
But,
LA. I
Tommy?
call them the Clipper. I can still call them San Diego.
Yeah,
Oh,
they're
okay.
San Diego. San Diego and St. Louis is how we differentiate them.
No, I still know them as the Rams.
Yeah. Anyway, Tommy, who's your... So she mentioned some of the favorites so far. Who's your favorite in the NFC right now to go to the Super Bowl? And then I'll ask yours as well.
Either Arizona or Dallas. Either Arizona or Dallas.
Macy, who's your favorite?
Mine would have to be absolutely Arizona, because, like, I just feel like they're unstoppable at this point. Honestly.
I guess I'll be the only one that says the giant elephant in the room who does championship belt motions.
Are you talking about Green Bay?
I would say the Packers.
Packers.
They are making.
Did you see what he said to fucking Chicago?
Okay,
own you.
go
I
ahead.
own you.
I will let
own
y'all talk
you.
about this one because I'm piecing out for
Hey,
that.
to be fair, he did do the smart decision. He instead of taunting players, he taunted the fans.
Yeah, that's because someone flipped him the double bird.
Oh yeah, no, there's
no, there's pictures. It wasn't just someone.
It wasn't one person. It was
The entire end zone was flipping him
that
off.
entire part of the end zone. They were flipping Aaron Rodgers off, and he's like, screw you all. I own you. I own you. I own you.
I mean, it is Aaron Rodgers, but if you kind of look at the fucking, I don't know. If you look at their fucking stats and shit, I just don't see the Packers. I don't see them going. Like, sorry, Brock.
Their one loss is a fluke because it was a location move.
Yeah, it was a location move.
So they should be undefeated right now.
Easily.
I don't know. Aaron Rodgers is also getting to that age.
I don't know. They could have gone to the Super Bowl last year.
They
could have.
Not have kicked a field goal at the 2-yard line.
Again, that's why I'm kind of. Anyway, Tommy.
I don't know. I think Aaron Rodgers is just getting to that age, especially like Brady. I think Tom Brady's getting to that age too.
Tom Brady's immortal.
No, that motherfucker needs to get the fuck out too.
That man is immortal.
He needs to go.
That man is immortal.
His fucking ligament in the thumb, someone needs to crack that shit.
Nah.
Tommy, the one game that we differed on, the only pick that either of us got right in the NFL was the Vikings and Panthers. That actually turned out to be a great game between those two.
Can I be honest with you?
Yeah.
Why the fuck does Minnesota have a kicker on their team still?
Listen, I don't know. It's just so Mike Zimmer has someone to feel superior to.
Like, there's no point in them having a kicker anymore. I mean, they missed the game winner?
Against the Cardinals.
Against the Cardinals. A game winner against...
someone else.
Did they go against? Was that the game with the Green Bay and they went on to overtime? Or
I think that's what Cincinnati is.
That was a Cincinnati. This is the Vikings.
Well, it's the Vikings. They're synonymous with missing
I don't
kicks.
know.
Case in point, the 15-1 team against Atlanta.
I don't know. I kind of think that the Vikings are kind of just irrelevant as a fucking football team, honestly. For the past few years. Like, have you heard anything about, like, them being great or whatever?
Yes. They have the second best running back in the league.
Yeah, but that's, like, also saying, like, for Baltimore, they have, like, one of the
Lamar,
top.
and that's it.
Yeah.
No, that's literally all Baltimore has.
Basically,
I
Lamar...
thought you were going to say something about Minnesota that you would probably die for.
What, the comment against the Saints?
Tread lightly about where you're about ready to step on.
Anyways.
You like that?
Lamar Jackson is kind of just pulling the whole thing that when Post Malone...
If you can't tell right now, Tommy's about to beat my ass for making a Kirk Cousins reference.
Nope.
What? You like that? You like that? What, the Saints one?
Tread lightly when you talk about Minnesota and the Saints in the same sentence.
Well, it'd be a miracle if you didn't beat my butt for mentioning something along those lines. And honestly, I think that you would be a push off the edge for you to do that, honestly. Tommy is very upset about that. He is triggered very easily by that comment because he is very thin-skinned.
Anyways, back to my comment about Lamar Jackson.
Oh, yes. They routed the Chargers, which...
Absolutely.
I was fucking pissed.
That was...
Really?
And I took the Chargers in that game.
So, me and Tommy did 3 games last week. I had the Vikings, he had the Panthers in the Vikings-Panthers game. We both had the Chargers, we both had the Bills. The Bills and Chargers lost.
Yeah.
Meaning I was the only one that got a pick right, which, hey, we can bring her into picks this week.
I'm not good
at
NFL.
Picks.
I'm not good at picks.
No, for
honestly.
NFL.
Yeah, but I'm not good at picks.
I went 0 for 3 in NFL picks.
Yeah, Tommy went 0 for 3.
I'm just saying that Lamar Jackson is doing basically what Patrick Mahomes did when he first came onto the Chiefs, is making absolutely fucking ridiculous runs and throws.
Tommy, your rebuttal.
I mean, if you don't think
like
so.
right now? Right now. Like with Lamar right now compared to when Mahomes first had a full season under his belt as a starter.
Yeah. I mean, it may differ in some ways. Like, I don't know. That's just my opinion. I'm not gonna piss anyone off, but you know.
Yeah, actually.
Yeah.
I can see that. He bails them out when they need him the most. He's just playing Superman. His defense is atrocious when they play someone who have confidence. Yeah, I could see that, actually.
Well, I mean, the Chargers were good, and they only went to what, 13 points?
6.
Or 6 points?
6 points.
What?
The
In
Chargers
that
game? Yeah.
What, against Baltimore?
Yeah.
It was, 6-34.
Yeah. I mean, we'll, who are y'all's picks in the AFC? Because we haven't even mentioned the Bills-Titans game, which, what a game!
Bills. I still think, even though they lost to Tennessee, I still think the Bills.
You still think the Bills?
Yeah.
Okay. Macy?
You're going to say the Chiefs.
For
Me?
what?
For the AFC.
Yeah, who's your
I
AFC
just-
favorite?
I don't know. If the Chiefs don't pull their fucking heads out of their asses, they're not gonna go. I mean, deep down in my heart, I want to say the
They'll
Chiefs.
make the playoffs. Don't get me wrong. They'll make the playoffs this year.
I know, but I just deep down I want to say the Chiefs, but I honestly don't know.
Don't give me that look. They're definitely making
There's
the playoffs
7
this
spots. What am I doing? No, there's 7 spots. They'll make it. There's 3 wild cards.
I
Never
don't know.
year. So they,
For that
Nope,
choice, I
still doing
honestly
this.
can't give
Yeah,
you.
there's still 1 team that gets a bye. So there are 7 teams to get in from each conference. I was about to smoke some crack on that one and be like, I
like,
don't know.
wait a
No,
minute.
wait, they're fine.
yeah, they'll get the playoff spot.
Yeah. 2 of the spots will come from the AFC West, from the wild card.
Maybe. I don't know. I honestly
another
can't
team
give
in the
you one.
AFC.
Chargers, Ravens, Ravens.
Okay, so
My
honestly,
only favorite would be the
Titans.
Bills. My only favorite would be the Bills because they
Yeah.
look like the more complete team. Granted, they lost last night to Tennessee.
I'm going to throw a wild card out there because they will make the playoffs. We
Well,
just
who
don't
do
know
you-
how good they are yet. The Bengals. They took
maybe.
Aaron
took-
Rodgers to the edge.
They took
Who's their other loss this year? I can't remember off the top of my head.
For the Packers?
No, for the Bengals.
For the Bengals?
Yeah. They have 2 losses. Who's their other one? I can't remember off the top of my head. Yeah, they beat the Lions this week. They, of course, as they should have beaten the Lions.
poor Lions, man.
Yeah, God,
That's
honestly,
that is a snake-bitten franchise.
it really is. It's really
trying to look
upsetting
it
for
up.
them.
Cincinnati, their second loss was to
The Bears,
The Bears?
which was a fluke one because there
That
was
is
a lot
pretty
going
big
wrong.
fluke one.
the Bears. Was it the Bears?
Yeah, it is
it was
the
a
Bears.
3-point loss, and it was just a weird game overall.
And they lost Washington, too.
That's
That's
preseason.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
I was like, wait a minute, they don't play each other this
Yeah.
year.
Oh yeah, the Vikings also lost to the Bengals by a score. It was
I don't know,
27-24.
kind of looking at this preseason, too, it's kind of, weird.
Preseason doesn't matter.
I know,
Yeah,
but it's
preseason
kind of,
doesn't count.
weird that, the Buccaneers would have lost to the Bengals in preseason.
They
It's
probably
their
didn't count it.
backups.
It's their backups to the backups.
Yeah, these are guys that are fighting for a
So-
roster spot.
Tom fucking suck his own dick, didn't even play, probably.
I mean, he
More
doesn't
than
need
likely.
to. That man is immortal.
Yeah, but
I mean,
I think people are sleeping on the Bengals. They'll make the playoffs.
I don't know.
They're in my opinion, they're challenging the Ravens for
Okay.
They
North.
I feel like they might be a couple of years ahead of schedule, or at least a year ahead of schedule.
Yeah, although, again, we didn't see how good Joe Burrow actually is because he got hurt last year. So maybe they are on track.
Yeah, cross your fucking fingers.
Yeah, that's true.
Anyways, who do you guys think is going to go to the Super Bowl then?
Way too early predictions.
Way too early predictions? Like, way too early. Like, we're talking at the season end of the day and all that.
Yeah.
I'm smoke crack right now.
Oh God,
Bills, Cowboys.
Jesus!
I was thinking more Baltimore and Arizona.
God, you're smoking even more.
Really? God, my pick sounds completely sane to her.
Jesus, I guess I'm gonna be the most sane person here. Bills, Packers.
Packers?
Bills, Packers.
I don't know. Or, I don't even know. The Bills.
The Bills look like the most complete team in the AFC.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know.
Tommy, with that, it is now time for everyone's favorite segment.
Oh, yay, picks.
Oh, actually, baseball. Baseball.
Oh, yeah,
we forgot baseball. That lineup fucks for Atlanta.
Oh, yeah, Atlanta now up 2-1.
Should be 3-0, but whatever.
You fucking jinxed it, by the way.
I know I did.
3-1.
You jinxed the Red Sox tonight.
Hey, look, we both jinxed our two teams that we want to win.
I don't know why you want Boston to win, by the way. It should be Atlanta.
Fuck Houston.
No. Are we talking about the series?
For the series.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the World Series. I'm like, no, yeah, of course I want Boston
I'm
to
going
win.
from a Carrabba standpoint. He'd be happy either way if either
He
Atlanta or
would.
Boston won.
Anyway.
Sorry, my stomach.
Just both lost today in
both lost
heartbreaking
today.
fashions.
Well, one got the doors blown off of him in the late innings. One just literally lost to a base hit and a home run. Not in the 9th inning.
Yeah, that sure just kind of like blew out the Red Sox, huh?
It just from that one inning.
Yeah, for that one inning.
Tommy, you've got Boston Atlanta World Series.
Boston Atlanta World Series, please.
I've got Boston Atlanta World Series. Macy, who do you got in the World Series?
I haven't been keeping up with baseball.
Although,
so I'm out.
So it's Houston versus Boston in the AL. NL is the Dodgers versus the Braves.
Atlanta and LA.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't really care
Worst
for
case
baseball.
scenario.
Pick-
Worst case scenario and /, kind of best case scenario.
No, it's the worst case scenario.
Hold on, let me.
I know what you're about to say. It's a worst case scenario.
Hold on. Is Dodgers Astros, but
That's still the worst case scenario.
but
This person has a sign that says "We love Poppy" on it.
Yeah,
David Ortiz used to play for
Yeah.
the Bo Sox.
Yeah, right. The guy that's on the second from the right is David Ortiz, so he's
Okay.
Big Poppy. Anyway,
But what I'm trying to say is that, I mean, it would, for LA, it'd be a good, like, hey, fuck you, we did it legit, we actually beat you for once without cheating. Right?
yes, but at the same
Right?
time, yes, right. However, I want Atlanta to win the World Series without Ronald Acuna
Yeah.
because imagine what they're going to do with him back.
So that lineup, without him, still fucked, but imagine him in the lineup, it's just scary.
Oh! God damn it.
It's a scary thought.
It's not a scary thought. It's a beautiful thought.
No, it's a terrifying thought for the teams in the National League.
We should wrap this up. It's already 11:30 almost.
Yeah, we're making good time right
We're
now.
making progress.
Yeah. But, so that is our...
Fuck, this is an hour long.
Ours usually run about a little bit, almost closer to 2 hours.
Ugh.
Anyway, Tommy, it's Pick'em time. Brought to you, as always, by the National Hockey Association. Tommy, game of the week this week. The Atlanta Buccaneers host the Virginia Admirals. The line in this one is 5 goals. Orlando is a 4-goal favorite in this one.
Can I not touch this game?
If you want to not touch it, I've got just because of that line, I'm taking the Admirals, not them to win outright, but because they're going to be closer than 4 goals.
I don't know. I wouldn't touch hockey with a 10-foot pole.
Thank you, Macy.
Yeah, I have to agree with her. Like, betting-wise, I wouldn't want to touch hockey.
I don't
Like
blame
that.
either one of you. But that has been the National Hockey Association Game of the Week. That is coming up Saturday at 7 o'clock, as always, on this very channel. Tommy, what do we have on deck first?
Okay, let's start with the NFL.
Oh, let's review how we did last week.
I was molten hot last week in college football.
I'm getting
Not-
ready to pull up exactly how well you did last
Not
week.
so much in the NFL.
No, we were both cold as ice in the NFL. I am looking up how we did last week.
I went 3-1 in college football, and I went 0-3 in NFL games. I know I'm gonna sound like a broken record here, but Brock, I love the board this week. I love it. I love the board this week.
By the way, did you see the tweet that I had for the Rebels winning?
Yeah, it's hilarious.
It was really good this week for Ole Miss beating Tennessee. But I went 1-3 in college and 1-2 in the NFL. Not a good week, but Tommy, we have more college football games this week than we had last week. How many do we have on the docket this week? We have 5 from Tommy, it says.
We have 5.
Tommy?
We only have 3 games from the NFL slate.
Per usual, only our 3. Tommy.
Oh, are we doing 4? Because I technically, before, a couple days before we decided to do the podcast, we decided to do these 3 games. Are we adding a 4th one?
I don't know. Which one will we add?
The Sunday night game?
Oh, yeah, we're adding that one. So we're doing 4 then.
Okay.
Because that line is just... The Sunday night line is just too perfect. It's too perfect of a line. And considering the team's playing. Anyway, Tommy, let's start with the obscure pick in college football first to get us kicked off. What do you have for us?
Alrighty, the games we have on...
The most obscure one first.
The most obscure one we have first. I know you're not doing college football picks,
Macy,
correct?
I'm guessing
No.
you'll join us in NFL picks?
Yeah, she'll join us in
Because we have the Chiefs involved in it, so you'll probably join us.
NFL.
All right.
I already know the Chiefs ain't gonna fucking win, so.
Well, okay.
Okay.
Tommy, let's start with the most obscure one.
And by most obscure one, we're talking Ivy League.
We're talking some Ivy League action, baby. We do the Maction. We still got Maction this week, but we're doing some Ivy League action. We're talking the prim and proper, the upper class of the United States, the doctors, the lawyers, strapping on football pads. There should have been a line.
There's none.
I saw a line for it.
Where did you see it?
1 second. I guess I'll have to look it up.
With the video of editing, we'll be right back after these messages.
And we're back. So update, the Ivy League games don't have a betting
We're
line.
going to have to call an audible here and decide to not do an Ivy League game.
So you just want to pull up one of the ones that we had erased, so probably the Oklahoma State-Iowa State game?
I'm not doing that game.
Okay. You want to do the BYU-Wazoo game then?
No.
Okay, fine.
We're only
with
going
me.
to do 4 games.
All right, that works for me. Tommy, get us started off. No, we're not going to start with Maction. Let's start with the, I don't know, the safe one, I guess.
Let's start with Air Force and Wake Forest.
You mean Air Force San Diego State?
Or Air Force San Diego State. It's
What
getting
the
late.
hell are you smoking?
It's getting late. I'm getting tired.
It's past my bedtime, bro.
What is the line in this one?
San Diego State Air Force?
Yes.
Air Force is a 3.5 point favorite. Over under in this game is 40.
Only 40?
Mhm.
Okay, Tommy, who do you have?
I believe, if I'm not mistaken, if Air Force
Wins. They will be
wins, they retain the Commander-in-Chief trophy.
not in this one.
But still, they'll at least have a chance to retain it.
So, okay, you're wrong. This is how it works. So the Commander-in-Chief trophy is the head-to-heads against Army, Navy, and Air
Thank
Force. So, bless you.
Shit. Thank you.
Air Force already has a win over Navy. They play Army later this year. They beat Army in that game, which we will be picking. Air Force wins the Commander-in-Chief trophy. That's what it takes.
Okay, I'll let you go first.
Okay. And this Air Force San Diego State, give me Air Force. It's up in the mountains. It's at the academy. Air Force is looking really good right now. Give me the Falcons. I feel really good about Air Force this year, man. They're one of the teams that I root for in college football because my grandpa served in the Air Force. I have an Air Force flag hanging up in my room. Give me the Falcons because I feel good about this one against San Diego State.
If I'm not mistaken, their last game they played was a win at the Blue Turf. At the Blue Turf in Boise State.
Yes, it
So
was.
They're kind of riding a high off of that.
Their only loss is a fluke loss to Utah State this year.
They lost by 4.
Yeah, like I said, it was a fluke loss.
I don't know. I'll go with you. I'll go with Air Force as well.
Air Force is looking good this year.
I do have the under in this game, though.
That Air Force defense is pretty stingy, so yeah. Like I said, except for the fluke loss to Utah State, they're a pretty stingy defense. So give me the Falcons. Tommy, you mentioned Army earlier. Let's get that one going right now.
Alrighty. The next game we have is the good old Army against Wake Forest.
And the line on that one?
Wake Forest is only a 3-point favorite. Over-under is 52.5.
Give me Wake Forest. I don't really know if this is going to be a game after Army's most recent loss.
Give me Wake Forest.
Army has not impressed me at all this year.
I mean, they beat UConn, what? 52-21? I thought they blanked them.
No. Like, congratulations.
That's sad. You couldn't beat them by more than that. I'm
Exactly.
going Wake Forest. Just in spite
Exactly. Like, they don't... As an Air Force, rooting for Air Force in that game, Army doesn't scare me.
Alrighty, next game up on the college slates is our good old 2:30 SEC game of the week.
Hell yeah! God, that song slaps, dude.
I'm gonna miss it.
Oh, don't remind me. Anyway,
Alrighty.
what is our 2:30 game in the SEC on CBS?
LSU on the road against 12th ranked Ole Miss.
Ole Miss.
Brock?
Mm-hmm.
Ole Miss is a 9-point favorite. The over-under in this game is 76.
Sounds about right for those two teams. Give me Ole Miss.
I'll take Ole Miss.
After
we at least have to disagree on one of these picks.
So it's going to be the Maction game.
It probably will be the action game.
But after I got burned by Ole Miss last week, Tommy's still riding Ole Miss. He's gone Ole Miss for 3 straight shows.
Get your popcorn ready, like
He
Kevin
is.
would say.
He is feeling Ole Miss big time this year. Tommy, it's time for some action.
Our action game of the week is a 2:30 game on CBS Sports Network.
I actually get that network. I can watch it.
I get that network too. Let's go.
Let's go. Woo, action. Maisie's over here like, what the hell are they doing?
What?
Exactly.
Brock, we got ourselves a barn burner again.
Hell yeah, we got a barn
We
burner
have Western Michigan and Toledo.
in the glass bowl.
In Toledo.
In the glass bowl. What is the line in this one, Tommy?
Brock, Western Michigan is a 2... Sorry, I gotta yawn real quick. Ooh. Brock, Western Michigan is a 2.5-point favorite against Toledo on the road in the Glass Bowl.
Now, some of you are confused. We have really been doing a lot of
We've
Eastern
been doing
Michigan.
Eastern Michigan games, but last week they lost, and we're like, you know what, let's change it up.
Yeah, even though their game this week was really enticing. When you looked at it, it was like a 3-point game. And I'm like, we could do it again. And we just renamed it Eastern Michigan. Tommy just saw the line.
No, we're doing this one. I'm set in stone. I'm set in stone. I am
Tommy
set
saw
in
it, and he
stone.
got the same reaction I did. I wish I had a picture of it.
I am set in stone.
Ugh.
You know the Pog emote?
Yeah, that's
Yeah, my
exactly
face-
what Tommy
my
just
face
did.
basically looked like PogChamp.
Tommy, give the records of these two teams in the Maction game
We
that we
got
have.
ourselves some good teams. Brock, Western Michigan, riding pretty high. They're 5-2 on the season.
They are playing some really good football, actually.
Toledo, on the other hand, is a nice measly 3-4.
And you know what? In the Maction, that can get you a conference championship
They
appearance.
can easily give you a bowl appearance somehow.
The MAC, because the MAC is just really weird.
The MAC is just MAC.
It's the MAC. There's a reason why those teams are the teams in the MAC.
That's why Barstool loves them, because they're weird as hell.
That's why we love the
That's
MAC.
why we love the MAC, too.
Hey, shout out. Hey, if there's anyone out there listening to this who are MAC fans and they can hook us up with some tickets to a MAC game, we'd totally be down.
Brock, who do you have? Western Michigan is a 2.5-point favorite going into the Glass Bowl.
Give me Western Michigan.
Over-under is 55.
I don't do over-unders, you know that. Give me Western Michigan.
You know what?
Give me the Broncos.
I'll go Toledo.
Just so we can differ on one.
Just so we can differ on one.
Is this going to be the week I beat you in college football?
You know what? You might actually be right.
Am I finally going to do it?
You're gonna break that glass ceiling and beat me in college football?
I'm gonna break that glass bowl?
Nice.
Yeah. It's better than the pun I made last week about Ball State.
Yeah, exactly.
That one was bad.
You want to hear the one he said? You want to tell her?
I said, Tommy, are we going balls deep on Ball State? Or are we going with the factory to manufacture a victory?
Yeah. This man that's sitting across from me said those words exactly. I wanted to slap the shit out of him after he said that.
But we'll bring Maisie back in because it's now time for the NFL picks this week.
Okay.
Tommy, we have 3 of them.
Oh, we're only doing 3?
Yep. He has... Oh, we're doing 4. Oh, that's right. We're doing 4. Tommy has them pulled up. Tommy, which one do you want to start with? And we'll let Maisie go first on her selections.
Alrighty. We will start with one of the 12 o'clock games. We'll start with Chiefs-Titans.
All right, Maisie.
Maisie, Chiefs are a 5.5 point favorite on the road.
Basically,
against Tennessee.
at this point, it's just, do you think they're going to win by a touchdown or more? Or lose or win by less than a touchdown?
I love my Chiefs. I do, but just the way that they're playing this season, I would have to give the win to the Titans, honestly.
I'm going with the Titans, too.
Same here, because I don't believe in the Chiefs at all. They haven't beaten anyone with a winning record yet, I don't think.
I don't think so.
Well, I mean, Cleveland might be 500 right now, but
That was the very first game of the year.
Exactly. Tommy, what is our next game?
Our next game, we'll go to the Bay. And by the Bay, I mean Baltimore with some Old Bay seasoning.
Well, there's 2 bays that you could have gone with.
We'll go with
the
some
other
crab. We're gonna go get some crabs. We're gonna put some Old Bay seasoning on them.
Well, now you are a Saints fan. You have Jameis Winston, and we know how he is about crab legs.
Crab legs.
That's still crabs.
Not whole crabs, though. I'm gonna eat a W.
Anyway, tell me that game, and we'll let Macy pick first yet again.
All right. The game we're talking about is Cincinnati at Baltimore. Baltimore is... What the hell is it?
You had it on your phone. You don't have to look at the updated lines.
Baltimore is a 6-point favorite. Who do you have?
I don't know. That's a tough one.
This
like-
actually is
I feel like
Not to me.
I feel like they might have a chance to go into overtime.
So that would be a Bengals win then. Or you'd be going with the Bengals then.
I don't know. Unless Lamar Jackson pulls out some crazy shit.
Still wouldn't matter. The Bengals would push, and therefore the Bengals would be the right pick there.
Well, what's the Bengal? What are their records?
Baltimore is 5-1. Cincinnati is 4-2.
Baltimore's had the
Baltimore has
different schedule.
Baltimore's had a very wonky schedule.
Yeah. They beat the Chiefs and blew out the Chargers, but almost lost to the Colts and lost to the Raiders. So.
No, they almost lost to Detroit.
Oh, and the Colts, and they beat the Raiders. So, it's one of those.
I don't know. That's a very hard
They
toss-up
lost
game.
to the Raiders.
I know. I said, and they lost to the Raiders.
I'll go with Cincinnati with the upset.
I'm doing that as well because I think Cincinnati is an actual complete team. What you said, you think they're a year or two early?
I feel like they may be a year or two early.
I feel like they might be where they need to be.
I feel like they need a couple of more offensive linemen to protect Joe Burrow.
Which is fine, but that still doesn't mean that I'm going to say they're not going to be Baltimore.
Well, you know what? I'm going to go different, so I'm going to say Baltimore. They might surprise some people.
All right, so Macy's going with Baltimore. There's Tim Anderson on the screen right now. Why couldn't you have beaten Houston?
Alrighty, the next game. I know as much as you hate him. I gave him this nickname. We're going Bears-Bucks.
Bucks are definitely going to win.
Why are we doing that? We didn't do that game.
Actually, wait, hold on. We decided to not do that game.
Yeah, let's say the hell.
Guess what? I gave a nickname for Tom Brady, and you're going to absolutely love it. I call him the Demon, because that's basically what he is to Kansas City fans.
He's not wrong.
Am I wrong?
I don't know.
He's
I wouldn't
a demon.
call him a demon. I'm not.
I call
that.
him a demon.
I
because
wouldn't be scared of that.
He torments Chiefs' dreams.
I would not be scared of that fucking 43-year-old fucking walking.
Yeah, if you
hooker.
decide to give them a minute left when they're down, when they're tied,
I'm
not doing that.
That was the other one that we agreed on.
I'm not doing the Sunday night game. I don't like
That's
to
not
bet.
Sunday. That's Monday.
Our Monday night game. I'm not doing.
I'm betting my favorite team. She's betting her favorite team. You have to.
He doesn't have to if he doesn't want to.
We are.
I don't like betting my team.
So we're going to keep going in order. Tommy, the next game. No, there's no other good ones.
Our next game is our
Really?
Sunday night game. Colts 49ers. Now, I know the records don't portray it, but this might be a very intriguing game.
This is probably going to be game of the week, honestly.
You think that's going to be game of the week?
Not this one, the one he just said. Colts 49ers.
49ers are a 3.5
Maybe.
are a 3.5 point favorite at home against the Colts. I know who Brock's picking.
Give me the horseshoe!
Who's the other one? 49ers?
C-O-L-T-S! Hamadan. Hamadan, Tommy. Colts are winning this one.
You know who I'm going to hammer down?
49ers.
49ers.
Whatever. Just watch the Colts win. That's all I'm going to say. The 49ers are on a bad stretch right now.
Okay, and if the Colts lose,
I
I feel like you should get like a fucking tattoo.
No.
Okay, that's a little
No.
too extreme.
That's way too much. We have a punishment at the end of the year for whoever gets the most picks wrong, but...
What?
I
You
swear to
guys,
God,
like,
if it
spank
gets a
each other or
tattoo, that's
something?
No, it's not.
What is it?
It's wear the other team's favorite jersey. So I would have to wear a Saints jersey.
That's pitiful. That is
I'm not putting
pussy
something.
shit.
I'm not putting something
No.
permanent on my
the
body.
The last bet that we did, he had to put me in a wrestling move, and the one before that I had to wear Nebraska gear. So I'm fine with wearing a Saints jersey. He's going to be fine with wearing a Colts jersey. It's not going to burn him.
You never know.
It's not going to burn you. It's a Colts jersey. Anyway,
Either way, I guess we're gonna do Monday night.
it's a good game. It's a perfect matchup for our four.
Who are you playing? The Seahawks?
Yes, we're
Saints.
coming off a bye week.
So there's why I think the Saints might have a good chance. What is the line in this one, Tommy?
The Saints are a 5-point favorite on the road in Seattle.
Maisie, who do you got? Seahawks are having a bad year. They got
I know who I'm going with.
they're Gino Hernandez or Geno Smith.
You know who?
Gino
who?
Gino Hernandez is a former WWF ref. Anyway, Geno Smith is the quarterback for the Seahawks right now with Russell Wilson being hurt. Jameis Winston is being Jameis Winston in New Orleans. Am I wrong?
I don't know. I haven't really heard anything about New Orleans, honestly.
That's probably a good thing.
Probably a good thing.
Yeah. But who do you got,
Win
Mason?
or lose,
You
wise.
see what my hand is doing right now? Making a roller coaster? That's how the Saints season is going right now.
They beat the Packers to start the year,
We
and then
beat
they
the- yeah,
lost
we
in overtime to the Giants!
Yeah, we beat the Packers week 1 in Jacksonville. And then a couple of weeks later, we decided to lose the game. We're returning since Hurricane Ida and lose it to the fucking Giants.
In overtime.
I want to fucking kill myself right
You
now.
lost to the Giants!
Lost to the I can't believe we lost to the Giants. The Giants!
Anyway, Macy, who do you have in between the Saints on the road at the Seahawks? Saints a 5-point favorite.
Honestly, I'll probably go with the Seahawks and see what happens. Because you said you're having an up and down kind of season.
This is a game they could easily lose. I'm just throwing that out there.
To Geno Smith?
Yes.
Possibly.
You really think that's a question? With how the season's going? Did you see the game against Carolina?
Yeah, I did.
Anyways, mine's set in stone. I'm gonna go with Seahawks because, you know.
Is that your mortal lock? Is that a mortal lock? Is that a guarantee? Is that a Macy guarantee?
No, it's not a guarantee, but that's what I'm picking.
Sounds like a mortal lock to me.
I know what her pick of the week's going to be already, so it's fine.
What?
You'll see when I post on Twitter.
Okay.
But
I don't
Tommy,
have Twitter, so I don't know.
well, I'll tell you. Tommy, on 3, I think we're going to say our same pick.
I'm picking the Saints to win.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
I'm not doing that. By the way.
Okay.
It's still not
Well,
fair.
mine is, who that say they're going to beat them Saints? Who that say they're going to beat them Saints? I'm going with who day and who dat this week. Feel good. And I'm also tightening up. And I'm also going to hammer down. Feeling good this week.
Yeah, I'm hammering down on the 49ers.
No, you're doing whatever, you're faithful, or whatever their hashtag is.
Hey, Jimmy G
Is
by the
not
way,
quarterback.
I know he's not the quarterback, but did you know that he fucked a porn star?
Jamie G sounds
Jimmy
like some...
Jimmy Garoppolo.
Oh, Garoppolo?
Yeah, porn star Jimmy.
Is that really his nickname?
That was
Yeah,
that's
his
one of the
nickname.
nicknames they gave it. I'm like,
Yeah.
that's amazing.
I don't know.
I mean, the man got paid.
With a name like Garoppolo, I don't think I would.
Well, I mean,
fuck
he's
someone
not
with that
he's
name.
not the starting quarterback right now. Trey Lance is.
Which, that's such a downgrade.
I mean,
In
with
names.
with the last name like
Trey
that, I
Lance,
probably
Jimmy
would
G.
not.
Like Jimmy, you go from Jimmy G to Trey Lance. That is such a downgrade.
That's like if the Chiefs went from Patrick Mahomes to
I mean, they went from Matt Castle to Alex Smith to Patrick Mahomes.
There you go. There's the perfect. It's like if the Colts. This would be an improvement if the Colts went from Carson Wentz to a guy named like Xavier Clendine or something. It's just like that is so much cooler.
It's a Raiders player, actually.
Clendine? Xavier Clendine?
It's like a highly hyphenated last name.
No, I'm talking like that's his name. Clendine.
Oh my god.
All one. Anyway. So those are our picks for this week.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tommy, got anything to plug?
No.
No?
Plug his
Who
belly
does
button with that lightsaber?
who does Nebraska play this week?
Don't know. They're probably going to lose anyway.
All right. Mizzou has the week off this week. Thank God. After getting their crap, they didn't really get ran by A&M.
Hold on. They did get the number one wide receiver in the country.
They did. Mizzou has the number one wide receiver in the nation, and they have him. And when that news finally broke,
How straight and how white his teeth
Also,
are.
hold on. Actually, I do have something to plug. Fuck Carlos Correa. That dude
there you
can
go.
Fuck off.
There you go. Tommy, very anti-Astros, as we all are here, really. Tommy, anything you want to say about the NBA before we get out of here?
Macy's not related to any baseball stuff.
Giannis with a jumper is the most dangerous thing I've ever seen in my life.
All right, Tommy, any predictions for who's going to win the NBA championship?
The national title?
NBA championship, go.
NBA championship?
Yeah.
This dick.
Thank you, Maisie.
You're welcome. I don't give a fuck about basketball or baseball.
I say
know.
Phoenix.
I hate you because I feel the same way, but I don't think it's going to happen.
Yeah, too bad you guys couldn't get a contract extension with DeAndre Ayton. I don't know how you guys fumble that.
Because we're the Suns, we can't have anything nice.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, I've been Brock Gorton.
I'm Tommy Haley. You've been Macy. This has been Macy with us.
Macy, say
I've been
I know what?
I've been Macy, your last name.
Oh, I ain't saying my last name.
Okay, just say I've been Macy.
I've been Macy.
I'll say that. I've been Macy.
There you go. And that is all we have from Big Time Talkers. Until next week, let's go Suns. Let's go Preds. Let's go Colts, Saints, Chiefs. Let's...
Titans.
Well,
Titans.
she roots for the Chiefs. I'm
Yeah,
going with the
but-
teams that we root for.
Pick the Chiefs to win.
I'm still choosing all of our favorite teams. Let's go Braves. Let's go Red Sox. Until next time, folks, we will see you all later. Good night, everybody.